It's me, T, and I know you guys are wondering, Tyler, why is there a video on Thursday but it wasn't on Wednesday? Well, because I filmed a video on Monday and I wanted my 2 days off, so I decided to film a video on Thursday, but I will definitely bring you a video on Face Mask Friday, and we could talk about all the crazy things. But what I wanted to dive in today was my Are You the One thoughts and reactions on the reunion of Are You the One. First of all, they're the first house in Are You the One history to lose. Like, they for real lost. I knew there was something gonna be up with this group when they blacked out week 2. I knew it. It seemed like this group was just going off of physical connections and not mental ones. People just wanted to sleep with people. People just wanted to party and drink on the Dominican Republic and MTV's dime. It was a mess. All right, let's go down the row. Okay, here's my thoughts on Alicia. If you gonna be a hoe, if you gonna do hoe shit, if you gonna say fuck people's feelings, fuck friends and all this, and you just in it for dick, be in it for dick then. Don't do this bullshit where you want to act like there's girl code and we're friends and we're this, that, and the other, when really all you came here for was dick. Like, just own it. I don't like how they're sitting there like, well, I don't see what the big deal is. I came for what I wanted. Like, what am I here for at the end of the day? Ugh, I don't care if bitches fuck a whole fleet of niggas. I'ma just need you hoes to own it. Goddamn. Like, I'ma need y'all to stop acting there won't be fallout. That people won't have their feelings hurt. That women aren't gonna be fucking angry with you. That's what I don't like about Alicia. She acts like, you know, I'm just doing, I don't give a fuck if you hurt. I said sorry. No, you didn't. You're not really sorry because you keep going back to, well, it's not like I was trying to be friends with nobody. All right, then why was you and Cam always hugging and hanging out on the show? Why were you and Tierney sharing a laugh and the other girls? Why were you trying to dress up like you wanted friendship when really you just wanted dick? Like, I don't get it. I don't get this whole, you know, when girls on these shows go, I didn't sign a blood oath and sign up for friendship. Okay, well, you should also sign up for opening your mouth when you gonna fuck somebody else's man that don't fucking belong to you. I'm so tired. Hi, honey. I'm so tired of Eddie especially sitting there as if he didn't do nothing wrong, as if Cam needs to get over it. And the fact that the whole time they were in the honeymoon suite, you didn't have the balls, you didn't have the decency to even tell Cam that you fucked Alicia before the night was over makes you even more disgusting than you already were, Eddie. Like, yes, Alicia is 100% in the wrong for this whole thing. She aggravates my fucking soul because she don't want to just own the fact she like doing hoe activities. But Eddie wants to sit there like every other smug fuck who does something fucked up and disgusting, but they want to be like, what you bitching for? You know, I found who I wanted. I wasn't in the wrong. I'm not in the wrong. I was leaving, so I wanted to do it. See, people like Eddie and Alicia don't need to be on shows like Are You the One? Because you don't want your one. You want to see what dick feel the best and who you like fucking the best. And that's who you want to go with. Like, I'm so tired of this, well, I was leaving the next night, so that's why I slept with her. And this whole, you know, I don't know why they always harping on what I do and this and that. Okay, Alicia, the reason we keep harping on what you do is because your ass don't want to just own it. Just say, you know what? I fucked up. I should not have did what I did at all. Yes, it got me a man out of this, but I should have not gone behind Cam's back and still was fucking around with Eddie the night that before we went off and fucked in the boom boom room, when we fucked in the boom boom room. Like, I shouldn't have done any of those things. I was completely in the wrong. I did it because I had these feelings for him and XYZ, and I really didn't give a shit about what anybody else thought, including Cam's feelings. But you know what? I'm wrong. See, if she would have just did that in the beginning, there wouldn't be this whole yelling and screaming match. If bitches who want to fuck men that don't belong to them would just own the shit, we wouldn't be in this fucking mess. Like, I'm not gonna call her a hoe and a slut and all this other shit, but if you want to have hoe tendencies and do hoe activities, just own that that's a part of the shit you like to do. That's a part of your life. You like doing occasional hoe things. Just own it. Just like with Ozzy. You knew you didn't love Hannah. You knew you didn't. You loved Hannah because she was loyal to you. Because she wanted to just be with you. Like, she was going to play the game for everybody else, but you did it because you knew you could. You did it because you knew you could come back with Hannah with, well, I'm just trying to play the game and I'm just trying to do what the house says. When really you didn't give a fuck about her feelings in the first place at all. You go and sleep with people. You go and make out with people. people, but then in the same breath talking about some I love yous. See, this was my problem with them being no match and still fucking with each other. Ozzy would do this whole I love you, I'm gonna be with you, this just for the show, this just for TV, and then go off and do other shit. And then when Hannah be upset about it, he'd be like, well, you know, it's just, own it. Be like, you know what, I did this. And you know, I'm not really feeling that it's for the show anymore. I'm having fun actually sleeping and hooking up with these people. But nobody seems to want to fucking do that. Okay. Tyler, I will say this for Tyler. He looked a lot better at the reunion. Like, his eyebrows didn't look as thick. He just looked like he had a whole bunch of more openness on his face for some reason. He looked just completely different. Hair looked nice. He looked different. But Ozzy and Hannah were just a fucking mess. I really like Hannah. She could do a whole hell of a lot better than Ozzy. And then Taylor and Andre, apparently they're still together in real life, regardless of what we just watched on the reunion. They're loving each other and they're going to keep continuing to love each other. I just don't get why everybody else in the cast seems to be so concerned with their relationship, but nobody else is. I don't get it. I mean, am I aggravated at the fact that they were not a match and they continued to stay together and say fuck everybody else's feelings, basically screwing their perfect matches out of a perfect match? Yes, that's aggravating as fuck. Am I happy that you found love in the end? Absolutely. You two are fucking adorable and I'm still mad that you weren't a match. But it just, oh my God. I just wish going into these shows, these men and these women would genuinely want to find their perfect match. Like, you can't say just because this person makes you feel comfortable, even after they're not your match, to keep going back to them. To me, that's not fair to everybody else who signed up to fly in to be on this show. Like with Hayden and Gianna, I will give Gianna this. You could tell she was physically upset with the fact that Hayden and Carolina were a match. But she didn't go pull the shit Alicia did. She just backed off, let him go with her, do their thing, and then in the end, she knew she was gonna have some dick in the end. She knew. She was like, she can like him, but I like him more. And she came out with a little promise ring in the end. See, why couldn't Alicia just did that? Why couldn't she have just been like, you know what, I'm gonna see you when this get out? She even said on the reunion that they had a conversation about what they wanted to do after the show. Why couldn't they have just waited after the show? Like, as soon as it wrapped, you can be like, hi, boo, and then jumped all over him and did that thing. They act like it's hard. They act like it's difficult. Derek, I loved hearing these nice things from Cassandra and her saying that when they did the spinoff together, how he was very supportive, how he was there for her. Derek seems like an all-around good guy. He's a little showboaty for me, but Derek seems like he would be somebody's perfect match and be good for another person. Like, he's the type of guy who actually really listens. But yeah, I'm happy for everybody else. I thought it was funny as fuck when Tierney booped the shit out of Alicia. I don't get girls who stand up and clap and do this whole like they buck and they wild and they about that life, but then immediately want to sit the fuck down when they met their match. What is that? Why do y'all get up and do this shit all in the face when you know you ain't gonna fight and you know you ain't about it? Why do you do that? Why? Why do you do that? I don't get it. It's like my mama used to say when I was growing up and chicks used to pick on me that would be a whole lot shorter than me and a whole lot smaller than me. She would go, why do little bitches like to fuck with you? I don't get it. I don't get girls who do that whole stand up, get in your face, and then when you stand up, they want to sit down. Like, well, I wasn't gonna turn it into that, but okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Well, I do. Because, you know, you put a whole bunch of good-looking people into a house. You tell them to only find one person that makes them happy. They're going to end up finding 6. You know, nobody knows how to just follow the fucking rules. But, anywho, I'm surprised they lost, but then I'm not. Okay? People wanted to follow their dicks and vaginas. They didn't want to follow their hearts. Okay, well, not everybody. A lot of people did follow their heart, even if it was with a person who wasn't their fucking match. They followed their hearts, you know. But season 6 got some shoes to fill. Okay, not only do they have the pressure of having to win, but y'all got to get way more matches than season 5 did. Cause holy shit, put me on season 6, MTV. Put a fat girl on there. Put my bald head, pierced up, tattooed, loud ass on there. That'd be fun. I doubt they pick me, but that would be fun. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Are You the One reunion and how I felt about it and how I feel about certain people. Tell me in the comments what you thought below. If you watch Are You the One, what did you think about Alicia? And what did you think about how she went about things? Because I personally don't think Alicia's a bad girl. I just think she likes to do bad things and then not take ownership of it and then act like everybody else is the problem instead of what her actions are. But that's just me, you know. Tell me what you think, like I said, in the comments below. Like I said at the end of every video. Oh, and I will be watching the spin-off Are You the One Second Chances. I'm actually excited to see Tori and what the fuck was her match's name? The real Morgan. Boom. There we go. I'm excited to see Tori and Morgan Torgan and see how they do. I'm not excited to see Gio, but I'm excited to see Francesca. But anyway, and Kaylin and Asa. There's so many people. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said at the end of every video, if no one's told you that you're awesome and that they love you, I think you're awesome and I love you. Peace.